it's a bit dark.
Right.
And I tell you why. Well, first I'm going to give you the good news. Remember my cousin,
Yeah.
24 years later. Yeah. During the week, his sister, who is my cousin as well, gave me a call on WhatsApp. And she also apologized to me. And we had a very nice conversation after 24 years. And yes, it was really good.
Good.
The last week during the week I was a bit tense because it's difficult to, I am accepting now, it's difficult to accept that I am now going with a good man, because everything he told me I thought wasn't true. Then little by little I discovered it's true. He went to his, because he lives in a city that is about an hour and a half from here, to solve some issues that he had. And because he was very busy, he wasn't texting me all the time or ringing me twice a day. And so I thought he was not interested, but he was. So I have to be more confident. But something happened. About 3 weeks ago, from time to time, I have a facial treatment. And it's like, this roll that you use to paint the walls, something that rolls. It's a machine that's like that, and it has 100 needles, and they put here. And then because there are several holes, the body produces collagen, and it goes like that. Anyway, this time, I think there are two factors. One, that I need to wear glasses, and I don't go to see the optometrist. My glasses broke, and I'm wearing glasses that I bought from $2 shop. Do you know what $2 shop is?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, for more than a year. Second, because I think that she came too close here, and I started to see a flash here. Then I thought, it's nothing. Then the other day I forced my eyes reading, so it got worse. Then, because in New Zealand you have to go to a GP before you go to a specialist, and your GP has to refer you. In Brazil, you just go. Well, then when I finally called my GP, she was going overseas. Then the doctor that spoke to me is a young girl, just graduate young girl. She was very afraid of doing anything. Then she looked at my eye. She said it's not a stroke. The iris is a bit different here. She called the hospital. They told her I need an appointment. I don't know when. And I said to her, look, I have health insurance. Just refer me. No. Anyway, I was given a 12-page translation, and I forced too much my eyes. So this eye is not good. The other one is aching, and I can't finish the translation. And there is a deadline. So I have to ask a friend of mine who is a translator to do it. We have until the 12th. There are 3 pages to go. And also I am a bit concerned about my vision, because I need my eyes. Not that I'm not going to be blind, but I need my eyes. So what I would like to work with you is, every time I have a breakthrough, because I'm always afraid that something bad is going to happen, something bad happens, and I have to pay a price. because I tell you all the time, I am afraid something is going to happen. I am afraid something is going. And this is why I am in a dark place. I didn't put a light here. I don't want to force my eyes. So what I'm going to do, it's 7:10 here. At 9 o'clock, I'm going to call a specialist and say, look, I need to come and see you. I can't wait to go back to this other GP until she refers me. I think my eyes need treatment, and also I am always scared. So because I have a physical problem, I'm very scared.
Let me see if we can just make a little reframe over here. You say the thing with your eyes happened because you had a breakthrough. What if this happened because your body is just giving you a message? Take care of your eyes. You're wearing $2 glasses instead of going to a physician and having your eyes checked. Take care of your eyes.
And then there's something else. I think it's okay, you're right. Because first I told you the reason. Then I said, oh, it's because I... But there's something else that I also need to work with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you know what black magic is, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
In Brazil, people are very superstitious. Even doctors, they go to see fortune tellers and things like that, and many people do. My brother does black magic, and he shows off and says that I am very powerful and blah blah blah. What happens, I don't know if I mentioned to you, is that he is trying to convince my mom to make a will giving him 50% of her assets, and then the other 50% will be shared between him and me. So he will get 25 and he'll get 75 and I will get 25. As my mom is in debt because he spends her money, I will get nothing. And he will have this lifestyle block in his name. When I found out, I was still in Brazil, and I went to see a lawyer, and he said, look, there's nothing you can do, you just have to talk to them. So I talked to them. I said, look, I know what's going on. I took them by surprise, and they said, no. I said, the situation stayed
Hold on, repeat.
more or less like that. So
You have
I
to
said I was going to go back in
wait.
July.
You have to repeat that because you were broken up. I didn't understand. Say it again.
Where did I stop?
Said you
The
went
whole
to,
story.
you
Okay.
went and you told them, you took them by surprise, and then they said, and then I couldn't do anything else afterwards.
They said, no, we are not going to do that. But he was very angry with me. And I said that I was going to go back to Brazil in July. And then I spoke with my mom on the phone about 2 weeks ago. And she said, when are you coming back? I said, I'm not coming back at the beginning of July or in July because I'm making a lot of money and I have to to keep doing it. And so I know, and everybody knows, that he does black magic, but why does it affect me? Because if it was like that, no one would be rich and famous. Like, for example, Michelle Obama or Hillary Clinton or other people. How many powerful people hate them, curse them, and probably do black magic them? Why does it have to be? Why it doesn't affect them, and why does it affect me? It doesn't make sense. So I'm starting to believe, to think now that I'm talking to you, that maybe it's in my mind. And there's something else. I have premonitions I have had since I was a child, but not all the time. So I think I mix up these premonitions with other things. So I think my brother is doing black magic to me. I know he does, not only to me, but to everybody. But why does it affect me? You know, I don't know if I could explain my point. I'm trying to say that it's something inside me that believes I am vulnerable, or I don't have the right to be okay.
Okay, when you think about that, notice that there's a feeling connected to it in your body. Go ahead and point to where that feeling begins.
Here,
On a scale from 0 to 10, how strong is it?
10, or more than 10.
Use both hands to show me what the shape is.
It's like thick matter. You know, the children's dough that they make forms and...
Play-Doh?
No, it's a dough. Yeah, Play-Doh, yeah.
Does it have a color attached to it?
Yes, it's the same color as the skin.
Is it inside, outside, or somewhere in between?
It's inside or outside what?
Or somewhere in between, inside and outside your throat?
It's like it occupies the whole space.
From the inside?
Are you asking me the size?
No, I'm asking you if it's inside of it or is it occupying outside of it?
No, it's inside the throat. It's inside.
Okay. Does it have a temperature, a texture?
No temperature. And what do you mean with texture?
Is it smooth? Is it rough? Is it furry? Is it prickly?
It's like Yeah, how can I say? Yeah, it's very, very dense, very thick.
What I'd like you to do, Lizzie, is to close your eyes and to go deep, deep down into the center energy of this feeling of Play-Doh, that skin color that occupies the whole space of your throat, that's very dense and thick, that you feel at a 10 or more. And when you get there, go even further down to the very first time, very first event, very first occurrence that has everything to do with this feeling that you have about the black magic. And when you get there, first impression, is it indoors or outdoors? Don't think it, feel it.
I feel panic. I think I was 9 years old. Should I describe to you or
Yep.
not?
Describe, yeah.
My father had a love affair with someone else, and they were a couple, my mom and my dad, married couple, and she knew it. So she used to say, not to me, but to people, and I heard, because I was a child and was around, that woman used to do black magic to her. And the first time, I remember that we were coming back from school, and we had to cross a park, and my brother sat down, was tired, and sat down on the ground. And then we went home. Then he was resting, and then she went somewhere, came back, and everything was fine. Then I heard her saying to other people that he was not feeling well, he couldn't move himself, and that she gave a call to the pediatrician, and the pediatrician said that he had that disease that in Portuguese we call children's paralyzation, that the person has to go to a wheelchair. I don't know the name. Anyway, and then she went somewhere. Poliomyelitis, yeah. And then she went to see a woman, a very good woman that had magical powers, and the woman told her that this woman, who was my father's lover, did black magic, and this good woman destroyed the black magic, and my brother was 100%. Now talking to you, I realize it's good that you make me talk about it, because I realize that no pediatrician would say on the phone, without having exams done and things like that, he has polio. It's impossible. No doctor makes a diagnosis on the phone. Mainly because pediatricians say that they have to be careful with mothers because they exaggerate. So it's not true. It's a lie. And then when I was 12 or 13, when I turned 12, there was a party for my friends. And 4 days later, people from the family were visiting, and I heard my mom saying that there was a woman, because we have a strong black African influence in Brazil, because we had slaves there for 400 years. So everything is related. And in the south of Brazil, we look like Europeans. In the north of Brazil, we look like Africans. But anyway, so according to her, this lady would come and ask her, because African descendants or African Brazilians are very poor, so she would come to her and ask if she, the same story, that this black woman that nobody saw, only my mom, would go to her house, to our house, knock at the door and say to my mom that she had a daughter, that I came here because your neighbor's wife told me to come here. Then this woman had a daughter that was my age, and this woman was very poor, and she asked my mom to give her some clothing that I didn't wear anymore because her daughter didn't have what to wear, and my mom did. Then in my birthday, my mom, this woman came again and said, do you have anything to give me that belongs to your daughter? And there were no mobile phones, so there was one phone downstairs, a landline downstairs, and an extension upstairs. So my mom said, okay, one moment. Then she went upstairs, she called the neighbor and she asked, did you send someone here, a black woman here? And she said, no, I didn't. Then, but when you called upstairs, there was a noise downstairs. Then when my mom came back, my mom said to her, no, I don't have anything to give you from my daughter, but I can give you 30 reais, which is our money. And the woman said, aren't you going to need it? And she said, no. The woman left, never came back, but during 30 days, we were very short of money. Then, later on, she said that she had a dream, and she woke up during the night and she heard me calling her from outside of the house, from our backyard, saying, Mom, come here to help me because I am in the middle of a fog. And she jumped from the bed and she was going to go down and open the door. But when she passed by my bedroom, I made a noise and she realized that I was inside. So it was black magic made to her, using me to make her to open the door, and a real person was waiting for her and was going to kill her. So, yeah, of course I believed. And now, another thing that came to my mind is that she always said that because of me, she almost died, because someone was going to be outside waiting for her and kill her. And she always said, since I remember, that because of me, she almost died when I was born, because there was the obstetrician, her father, my grandfather, who was a doctor. They were all inside the delivery room, and her brother, who was a medical student, so 3. And when I was born, I was put on the top of a table, and they all were so delighted with me, saying, oh, she's so lovely, she's so wonderful. And she was bleeding badly, and none of the 3, the 2 doctors, plus her brother, who was a medical student, none of them realized she was bleeding badly. So when the nurse, a woman nurse, came inside the delivery room. I don't know why she wasn't there. She said, "Oh, look, she's bleeding," and then the obstetrician came to help her. So now I know it's another lie, but all my life I believed that. I don't know why it's coming up now, but it's good. And yeah, this is what I remember. There's something else. I also remember that my mom said that before she got married to my father, about a month before, she had I don't know the words today because my grandfather, who was a doctor, never talked about that. But she said that her intestines moved and she had to be resting for about 20 days, and she almost had to postpone the wedding date. And it happened because this woman who hadn't met my father yet knew her and was doing black magic to her. And of course I believed. So I grew up with this. And then when my father, I was 13, when my father finally decided, well, I can't live like that in this situation, he said, my mom, look, I'm leaving the house. She said to everybody that this woman stole my father from her using black magic. I also know it's not true, but yeah. Oh, of course, maybe the woman did black magic because people do in Brazil, but it was not the black magic that made my father to leave home. Of course, there are many other factors that.
So as you're talking about all that and you're thinking about the black magic, what are your feelings now?
Amazing, but I feel that thing has gone. It's empty here.
Good. Excellent.
Mm. Yeah.
So
I feel I don't have nausea, but the feeling, how can I say, feeling of nausea because it's gone.
okay, how strong is that?
Now that I'm talking about it, it's getting strong. 8, 1 to 10, 8.
Does it have a color attached to it?
No, just the feeling.
Okay, feel that feeling. You know how you feel it, how strong you feel it. Put it on the shelf, push it aside, and start tapping. This feeling, this feeling of nausea, whatever it means, whatever it presents, black magic, the lack of it, the fear of it, not the fear of it, all the conflicts, whatever they mean, just let it go. C, let it go. Time to let it go. Time to heal. Time to heal. Time to heal. Time also to heal. Peace, peace, light. Grab your wrist, breathe in, blow out.
Yeah.
Peace. Okay, go back to that feeling of nausea. Try to bring it back, see what happens instead.
And another feeling is gone. I just feel something, we have inside the mouth. Here, we say in Portuguese the top here, the sky of the mouth, which is
The roof of
this
the
upper
mouth.
part. How do you call it?
The roof of the mouth.
Okay.
right, what do you feel over there?
I feel something very strong.
Good or bad?
Bad.
How strong? 0 to 10.
5.
Okay, feel it. Know how you feel it, how strong you feel it. Put it on the shelf and start tapping.
Very, very strong.
Just feeling the tap in my mouth.
Whatever it means, whatever it presents, all the sensations, all the colors, all the images, everything else, let it go. Take let it go. I think it is hard work. You say know that you have all the images, let it go now. I get better tools and I'm using them to keep us all safe. So I say to let it go, let it go.
S is for healing all of my desires that are coming to
Be safe.
fruition. G is for the greatness that awaits. Grab your wrist, breathe in, blow out. Peace.
Shalom. Gone. Yeah.
Okay. Do not the black magic again. Your brother's doing black magic on you.
When I think about black magic, all that stupidity is gone. Because when I talk to you and I describe a situation, I describe and say it can't be true. But it's very good that you make me talk because it goes. Just I still have a bit of a feeling in the same place.
What's it a feeling of?
It's not as strong, and now it's coming back here until here.
Okay. Feel it. Know how you feel it, how strong you feel it, and start tapping.
I feel it very strong, and I remember now that when I was about 14 or 15, when I woke up in the morning, I felt that. And sometimes I couldn't even speak or eat. And I went to school without breakfast because then when I went outside the house and I had some fresh air, I felt better.
Hold on just a moment. Sorry. Okay. What are you feeling now?
I'm feeling much better.
Oh.
Like it's gone.
Okay. That I can help.
Yeah. And this thing that happens is happening in my eye. Maybe if I didn't have this facial treatment and if I didn't have if I was wearing proper glasses, it wouldn't happen. So, yeah, it's like, hello. Yeah.
Yep.
So, and it's not the end of the world, and there's no need to be in panic. No need to panic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find a specialist. I'm going to talk to this translator who is my friend, and find someone to translate it.
Okay.
Okay?
You disappeared. Hold on. Where are you? There you are. Okay, yeah.
Okay. So next week, I'm sure that I'll give you very good news. And I have it in my diary the day. How do I pay you to have that